This is the bag that I use for all of my landscape photography trips. It goes with me everywhere, but I've got a method and a reason for why I pack this the way I do. So that's what I want to run through in this video. How I pack my bags for landscape photography, and hopefully some tips and tricks that you can use to help pack your bags a little more efficiently. So anyways guys, let's jump right in and talk about it. What's up y'all, it's the Project Photography back with another video, and today throughout my photography career, I've gone through a lot of photography trips. Gone to places like Hawaii, gone to Northern California, Lake Tahoe, and just a plethora of other trips that I've gone on. And in this process, I've kind of developed a way that I pack my bag for these trips in order to be as efficient, minimalistic, and get the job done. So in this video, I want to run through how I pack my bag for landscape photography, some rules that I follow, and hopefully you guys can take away some tips from this. So anyways guys, with that being said, let's jump right into the first part of this video and talk about the camera bag that I use. The bag I use is a Shimoda Action X30. Now this is an incredible bag for me for a few reasons. First of all, it's the best landscape photography bag that I have found. Has a really great hip belt, has back access to all of your gear, has a ton of storage, and is compact enough to be taken on an airplane as a carry-on. And for me, that is honestly the biggest part, is that I want to be able to have a bag that is small, compact enough to be able to take on to an airplane as a carry-on, because this reduces a lot of cost, it reduces a lot of weight, and overall helps me pack more efficiently in the long run. And on top of this, it has enough space for me to put my camera gear, as well as things like my laptop, my external hard drives, as well as my card readers and other things I might need for my trip. And what I recommend for picking out a bag for your travel photography is to make sure you have a bag that is small and compact enough to be considered a carry-on for airplane travel, and just one that's small enough to the point where if you walk around with it, it won't be so large and big that it takes up a lot of bulk and a lot of excess when you're walking around. Because you want to be as mobile as possible, and if you have a really large camera bag, it probably won't help you in that field. So next off, let's talk about what I bring in my bag and how I want to be minimalistic when I'm actually packing my bag. So first of all, let's talk about the lenses, the bodies, as well as other gear that I bring on my trips. So I'm usually bringing two Nikon Z6s, just your standard landscape stuff, and then I bring a 14-30, a 24-200, and then I'll normally bring a 24-70 f2.8 or a 28mm f2.8. And the reasoning for that is because if I'm going on landscape photography trips, I'll usually be doing other travel photography in addition. And because my 14-30 and my 24-200 are mainly for landscape photography, I just want that third lens to cover the other areas of photography that I'll be doing. And in addition to the lenses and bodies, I bring the ND filters as well as a tripod, and then a microphone if I really need it to shoot some video. But that's it really, I don't bring more than that, and the reason for that is because I don't want to be packing more than I'm going to be using. For example, I'm not going to be packing my entire kit. I'm not going to bring my 200-500, I'm not going to bring my 50mm f1.8s. I just feel like it's really unnecessary, and you don't need all these lenses. And I see other photographers that will just bring 7 lenses and 3 bodies, and it's just super unnecessary. You won't be using all that gear on these trips really. You have to really understand the niche that you're shooting, what you're going there, and the purpose that you're going there to shoot for, and bring lenses and bodies accordingly. And if you can, bring lenses and bodies that accomplish multiple things. For example, you can have a lens that accomplishes your wide angle for landscape photography, but then wide angle for architecture photography if you're going to a place like Chicago or Tokyo or places like that, right, where you have a really nice beautiful scenery and then beautiful architecture on the side. But yeah, usually when I'm going on my landscape photography trips, that's all the gear I'm bringing. I try to be as minimalistic as possible. Remember, you want to be as light, nimble, and not carry a ton of excess gear. And to me, at the end of the day, if you guys are going to take away one thing from this video, it should be that. So anyways, let's jump on to the last part of this video and talk about just other miscellaneous things I bring on my landscape trips. So a few things that I make sure to bring are definitely my laptop, and then my external hard drives, as well as my card readers. Now this is really important for me because I pride myself in having a very mobile workstation, and I want to be able to edit on the road, because I know for a fact I get to this point where I'm at the trips and I'm shooting photos, and then I get back to the hotel or wherever we're staying at, and I really just want to edit photos. And the next thing I really prioritize on my landscape journeys is to bring hiking boots or some sort of outdoor shoe so that when you go hiking or go outdoors, you're not stuck with your city shoes and so on. I would really dedicate a specific part of my bag to this, not necessarily in my photography bag, but in my luggage, because I want to bring hiking boots in particular for me because it gets more traction. It's just better overall suited for traveling and hiking. And if I'm going to places like Hawaii in particular, I have gone there sometimes without the wrong shoes, and I've actually gotten injured. I've hurt my leg before because I didn't have the right shoes, not the right traction, and it wasn't meant for that terrain. So really make sure that if you're gonna go on these hikes and so forth, bring hiking shoes, dedicate an extra shoe for that, and I think it'll really just make the biggest difference in the long run. So anyways, guys, that is it for the main part of this video. Let's jump right into the conclusion. And like I said before, if you're really gonna take anything from this video, make sure to know your niche that you're shooting. And for a lot of you guys, I know you guys shoot a lot of landscape photography, so make sure you're focusing on bringing stuff for your landscape trips, right? We're not overpacking, we're not bringing more than we have to. We're bringing enough to get the job done, and then we can go ahead and create the amazing photos that we want. Because when you're traveling, you wanna be as light and efficient as possible. You wanna bring as little gear as possible, but then accomplish as much as you can. And just remember this, less is always more. It's not about the gear, it's about the experience, it's about the traveling. And that's really what you want to be focusing on at the end of the day. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and experiencing the world with me today. Let me know what your travel bag looks like for your landscape photography trips down in the comment section down below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.